I suppose you're ready to go, are you? Keep heading into town. 1 o'clock. Still got 30 odd K's to go to downtown Peak Hill. I was thinking of him the other day. He's long dead, that poor fella. I can't remember the last time I rode in the rain or snow, you know, or whatever. It rains so seldomly out here, and of course if you haven't got a specific date, or a specific ride date sort of thing, you can just go, oh, well, I'll go tomorrow. You know. So it's about that time of year, isn't it, I suppose, or I should wish you people who watch these videos and the ones who comment, James and Al and Mick and John and others, a Merry Christmas. I'm not going to even attempt to pretend I'm interested in this whole idea of, you know, whether we should call it Christmas or not. It's bloody ridiculous. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas. That's what it is. Little old house there. Peak Hill. None of this rings a bell of this road, who knows. I suppose this is the main rail line. And I thought Peak Hill was a pretty interesting place to look at when I came through the other day. Not this part. The inner part, you know, where the old shops and stuff are. A lot of them are closed. Hello, horsey. There you go, mate. Hello, Chico. see lots of lots of water containers here. That says something about the place. Well, let's go up here, shall we? It's quite typical of a lot of smaller country towns like Trundle as well. Well, it's actually vandalised a bit here too. Somebody set fire to that car park. And some this place, Chevrolet. These places have been shut down, and they've still got stock in the places. That there looks like an old studio, an old cinema. I find it really kind of interesting and really tragic at the same time. And this place still got stock in the windows as well. I'm sure there's a fan belt that fit my car in there. I said, I'm sure there's a fan belt that would fit my car in the... Sad, isn't it? Oh, she's a rat bag. Don't worry about her. She's a rat bag, isn't she? Yeah. Derry Bong Street. That's the ambulance station at one stage. Wonder what happened to those cars there. One of the things about some of these places, Alec-town on the way back to Parks from here, has got some of the weirdest things. It's like the world's biggest garden collection I've ever seen. Duggar Street. There's the cop station. Wonder if theirs is manned. And Peak Hill's actually still going along, you know, fairly well. You know, this part of the main street's still happening. There's a lolly shop there. Couple of pubs, caravan park and stuff. Just going to go a little bit further in this direction. I want to show you another tragic scene up here a bit further. I'll let the traffic go past. This is the new highway, which is, you know, the main road up to Dubbo and I don't know, eventually buddy Toowoomba in Queensland, I think, at least that far. Or is that the New England? I mean, this is, you know, the central west of New South Wales used to be a fairly well-off area. Right. Look in there, like there's all these cars, and some of them, like, you know, there's lots of old Holdens. The ones we're looking at straight there, they're newer ones obviously, but up in the back there's old FPs, EKs, old Chevys, all kinds of stuff, you know. And somebody obviously has collected them, put them there, and then just done nothing with them. And it's like, people, you can't get people to sell stuff or get rid of stuff, you know, without they just won't let go of stuff. It's, no, I'm hanging on to that, you know, blah blah blah, and next thing you know, they're just no longer usable, or, you know, fixable, or whatever, restorable, or no longer worth much. There's an old Falcon Ute, EK station wagon, some kind of Chevy, is it there? Get in there. It's just sad. Used to be a servo here, obviously. I was thinking about just taking the main road back to Parks and then out to home, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'd rather just come back the way I came. Come on, stop shaking your head. Some of these places, I mean, it's really interesting, but it's really sad as well. And you can see, you know, like at some point, all these towns were well-off towns, you know, and although these places remain a food bowl and certain people make lots of money, you know, the advances in technology and agriculture and stuff like that, it's like you only need half the people that you used to, and so there's just no work and the towns start to die. Which is really sad to see. I wonder if this place is open. Looks like it is. Right, you stop there, little darling. We won't be long. Right. Yeah, I think we'll go back pretty much the way we came. It's I don't want to sit on this highway. I don't have to, why should I? Downtown Peak Hill. Now when Kerry and I and the other two dogs, Bella and Seamus, took the Triumph from Guyra over to Perth and back, on our first day from Guyra, we only made it as far as here, actually. You know, it took us a while to get moving and, you know, just making adjustments to the load along the way and all that kind of stuff, you know. And so we only made 500 clicks and for the day. And in the end, we didn't do much more than that anyway, most days. But we stayed at the caravan park here, and it was quite nice, quite pleasant. Had a bit of a sort of an outdoor barbecue campfire area. And we spent quite a nice evening there, you know, the dogs sitting out and out in the warmth and stuff. It was good. This is where we go. And we might see, I bought a sandwich back in Trundle. We might see if we can stop at that little rest area we saw outside of town there somewhere. I was thinking about the idea of going back into Tullamore and then back down, but there's only 4k's extra to go this way to Trundle. There's probably not much point, because you go, there'd be another 40-50k's from Tullamore back to Trundle, you know. I mean, there's creative shortcuts and then there's creative shortcuts, isn't there? Friendly people in Peak Hill. The woman and the guy have got that servo there, that strange looking servo. I don't know what they are. Islanders, I think, maybe. I don't know. Interesting. And then another young guy, a youngish guy, who was actually had a mobility scooter, so I'm assuming he's got a disability of some sort. He asked me if I was in Dubbo the other day because he'd seen a bike with a sidecar and a dog, and I said no. I said, copycats, eh? So we ended up having quite a chat about stuff, and it turned out he said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Yarrabandy, and he actually knew where it was because he lived there at a house about 2k's up from my place on the Condo Road. Oh, we're in 50 already. It shows how this thing will just, you know, pull its way out of stuff. It's not a Rocket 3. No, I just got to remember where that rest area or camping area, whatever it is. Is. Whoa, fuck me. See, that wind really pulls this bike. And I'm bloody sure now that it's that solid rim that adds to the problem. Because you can feel it pulling the bars that way, you know. As my mate Harvey said to me the other day, he said, I don't want to say it because I've said it before a few times, but you might be onto something this time. But it has been like little things each time that have slowly improved it. I mean, it's not that long ago I wouldn't have been riding at this speed. For sure, you know. I think we've come about 3 or 4k's, and it's now 3 or 4k's further on that sign than it was when we left. There's some odd road signs and stuff around on the Parks Road, on Henry Parks Way. Like there's this place called Nettlebeck's Lane, and one road sign says it's Nettlebeck, Nettelbeck, and the other one says it's Nettelbeck. Then one sign further along towards Parks tells you it's 20k's to Parks. Then you go about another k or so down the road and you get to the Middle Trundle Road turn off, and there it says it's 21k's to Parks. There's some odd stuff going on. Is it here? Looks like it gets pretty slippery at times. I think we were on the wrong side of the creek. We'll go back over to the other side. Got him, yeah. 10-mile creek, eh? There's a lot of mile creeks in Australia, 7 mile, 10 mile, 9 mile. Quite a few beaches too, 9 Mile Beach and stuff. Those kind of beaches are just magnificent. You know, you get this long, lonely beach, and you can get them to yourself. Now, what does this say? Bogan Weir. Ah. Oh, look at that. I think we'll just stop here, shall we? I bet this is quite a cute place when there's actually rain and a bit of water around, you know. Very cute. Very cute. No, I don't think we'll be diving. And you won't be diving in either, hey? Okay? We want you to sort of behave yourself more or less. At least a bit. Good girl.